It's 1980 and Arnold Schwarzenegger has just won his 7th Mr. Olympia,
solidifying himself as one of, if not, the greatest bodybuilder of all time. Fast forward 10 years and Arnold is known as a global movie star, amassing popularity from all over the world and earning himself immense wealth and fame for years to come. But Arnold didn't always have this extravagant lifestyle filled with fame and money. As a kid, he was a lot like the rest. The greatest bodybuilder of all time actually had a difficult childhood and worked his way to the top completely through relentless work and determination. Arnold's story is a perfect representation of the success that follows having a plan and putting in all the hard work. So sit back and enjoy the true story of Arnold Schwarzenegger's rise to stardom through both the ups and the downs that ultimately led to him becoming a self-made billionaire. Arnold Schwarzenegger's journey from a small-town boy in Austria to a global legend is nothing short of extraordinary. He was born on July 30th, 1947, in Thal, a village near Graz, Austria. Arnold grew up in a modest household with his father Gustav, a local police chief, and his mother Aurelia, who was a homemaker. From an early age, Arnold always had a passion for sports and physical activity, which would later become a major step to accomplishing his level of extreme success. As Arnold got older and reached his teenage years, he discovered his passion for bodybuilding. After discovering Red Park, a bodybuilder and actor who played Hercules in films, Arnold became extremely inspired and motivated to begin his career as a bodybuilder. Arnold began to train incredibly hard, always finding a way to lift. He would spend hours every day training and putting on muscle, even breaking into his local gym to get extra workouts in on the weekends. In 1965, when Arnold was only 18 years old, he had already won his first major title, the Junior Mr. Europe. This victory at such a young age motivated Arnold even more and showed him that through the hard work, he could become one of the premier bodybuilders in the world. He ended up deciding to move to Munich in 1966 to have access to a better gym, and he lived and trained there for 2 years before moving to the United States in 1968. In the US, he had dreams of becoming the greatest bodybuilder in the world, but as an immigrant, he would face some pretty big troubles. He had to learn how to speak English, which he was very bad at. So he began studying at a local college in California, trying to become more fluent. And because he spent so much time lifting at Gold's Gym, he cleverly decided to save up all his money from previous competitions and purchase a 6-plex apartment complex that allowed him to have a steady flow of income. Dipping into real estate was a very beneficial decision made by Arnold. And many people don't realize that this entrepreneurial mindset helped him gain a considerable amount of wealth even before his fame truly took off. Now situated in America, Arnold's career began to soar. He would go on to win the prestigious Mr. Olympia title for the first time in 1970 at the age of 23, becoming the youngest to ever do so. He would then go on to win Mr. Olympia 5 more times in a row until 1975, and then take a break for acting before going back to win again in 1980. He cemented his status as a bodybuilding icon and grew the sport immensely, encouraging and motivating people all over the world to get into the sport. But Arnold's ambitions didn't stop there. He transitioned to Hollywood, where his muscular physique and charismatic personality made him a natural fit for all types of action films. At first, Hollywood directors were skeptical about his subpar English skills and his bulky appearance. But his breakout role would finally come in 1982 when he starred in Conan the Barbarian. And then he would go on to achieve global stardom by playing the Terminator in 1984. Arnold would go on to star in many more movies, and through popular roles in Predator, Total Recall, and Twins, Arnold became known as more than just a bodybuilder. And he became a household name that almost everyone in America was familiar with. By the end of the 20th century, Arnold already had millions of dollars and was one of the most recognizable names in the country, and he certainly could have called it and stopped there by deciding that a life of bodybuilding and acting was more than enough of a life's journey. But instead, he kept pursuing more of his passions. Arnold continued to purchase real estate properties, invest in stocks, and expand his wealth through entrepreneurial ventures. And in 2003, he took a giant leap into American politics. In 2003, he was elected as the governor of California and served 2 terms until 2011. His tenure was marked by efforts to address climate change and improve the state's infrastructure. His contributions to public service and his advocacy for fitness and health made him a perfect representative for America. And his popularity just continued to expand. Now fast forward to 2024, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's multitude of endeavors and business strategies has resulted in his billion-dollar net worth. Arnold started his journey as an immigrant from Austria with very little money and just a dream in his head. The journey of his life is a perfect example towards the belief that continuously working hard will eventually bring success. And his journey has inspired thousands of people to follow their dreams and continue to push for a better life. If a poor immigrant from Austria can, why can't anyone? This is just a reminder to keep improving yourself and to keep pushing forward. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.